I want to start off by first thanking you all for coming to this meeting. Now, it has come to my attention that there has been an extreme increase in 911 calls that are clearly not emergencies. Now, I would like to pay special attention to the calls aimed at, how do I say this? The calls aimed at people who are not white.
But what about if they act suspicious?
Not buying something from your ridiculously overpriced store is not suspicious, Michelle. It is the most normal part of this town. To be honest, I don't know how you're still in business. Now, this is not a laughing matter, people. These calls are coming in when people of color are doing the most mundane things. And it is delaying my officers from actual emergencies.
But aren't we supposed to call the police when we're scared?
We are not the Ghostbusters, Janice. But I'm glad that you mentioned being scared. You called 911 because James was running so fast it scared me. Is that correct?
Well, yes. I had never seen anyone run so fast, and it was concerning.
Well, running? I mean, what if James just committed a crime, huh? I mean, why was he running so fast, huh?
Really? A crime? That's where your mind goes?
And then you gave us the address to your location. And where were you, Janice?
The gym. But
Thank you, Janice. Please be seated. Now, seeing African Americans wearing plaid with stripes or white after Labor Day is also not a police matter. Call Joan Rivers, people, not 911.
Sheriff Wallace, if I may have the floor?
No, Mark, you may not.
How dare you? I believe that is reverse racism, if you ask me.
You may not have the floor because you have called 911 on me at least 3 times this year.
I saw someone walking around my neighborhood very late. It was suspicious, and I was scared too.
Suspicious and scared? 2 for 1.
It was not late. It was noon.
I don't know the hours of burglary.
I was in uniform.
My point is, you just can't be too careful.
My point is, you may not have the floor, Mark. Please be seated.
Bye, Mark. Another one bites the dust.
I just don't understand why you people don't understand.
Excuse me. What do you mean, you people?
Oh, help me, Black Jesus. Really? The people of this town.
All right.
Onward. Expose them all.
Another 911 call we received was after Susan and Danielle had brunch at Danielle's home. I don't know, my mistake. We actually received 2 calls after that brunch. Susan, why did you call 911?
I don't know what's going on here. This feels like some sort of a witch hunt. I'm not a racist. I consider Danielle my friend.
So, as you say, you have a black friend.
Susan, please continue.
Her skin was glowing, and she wouldn't tell me what products she was using.
So you called 911 because Danielle wouldn't tell you about her makeup products?
Look, I am not going to be prosecuted right here in this meeting. I am the victim. I just want to age gracefully like she does. I mean, do you guys know she's 57? She's 50-frickin-7. She's over a decade older than me, and she looks like my daughter. It's just not fair. So, when I asked her about her skincare routine, she said it was soap, water, and melanin.
And then what happened?
Well, soap and water is clearly a crock of bull. And she wouldn't tell me where she got the melanin. So when she went into the kitchen to make another pot of coffee, I raided her bathroom, and all I found was this Shea thing.
Shay. Which you clearly took from my home.
But when I did a quick search on my phone, I realized it was for the hair.
And then what happened?
Well, That made me so curious. And so then when we both got back into the dining room, I started to touch her hair.
And then what happened?
Well, she didn't like that at all. She took my hand and moved it away and told me not to touch it. It's just hair. So I went back to playing with it, and then she took my hand and she smacked it, this time really hard, and it still hurts. And I can't believe she did that.
So what you're saying is that she asked you to stop more than once, but you continued anyways.
It's just hair. And I just kept touching it because I really wanted to. And God, her hair is so cool, you guys. I mean, you should feel it.
No, you should not.
And that is when we received the second 911 call. It was from Danielle. Susan, you're under arrest for sexual assault.
Motivation, time chasing, we're racing, instant gratification. I'm pacing patiently, waiting, no time for angels of Satan. Make sure that I finish plating so you can all stuff your faces sad. After you eat, you talk about the things you wished you had. Then emphasize all of the things that you felt made it bad. When did our lives turn to a cash and a grab? We live our lives and jump from fad to a fad, but always sad cause we're mad.
Photographic, I can't take it, it's automatic, I can't fake this. I planned it, I can't stand
I still
it,
plan
can't
it.
stand it, but I planned it. Photographic, I can't take it, it's automatic, I can't fake it, can't stand it, I can't stand it, can't stand it, I can't stand it.
And they look at me like, and they look at me like, I'm the dumbest nigga they seen in their life. Dumb it down if you're seeing it right. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, and they look at me like, and they look at me like, I'm the dumbest nigga they seen in their life. Dumb it down if